At the dawn of the industrial oil boom, thousands of entrepreneurs battled each other every day to carve out their share of the American dream and survive. But only one succeeded and dominated all others. His name was Rockefeller, and his secret weapon, team huddles. During the 1860s, men from all over America rushed to the hills of Pennsylvania to make their fortunes during the infamous black gold craze. The discovery of oil led to one of the most lucrative, chaotic, and cutthroat industries, similar to the dot-com era, where thousands of oil refineries came and went every day. Out of this chaos emerged a few real players, but only one rose above all the rest. They were called Standard Oil, and their owner, John D. Rockefeller, believed that the secret to his company's success in this crazy, chaotic, fast-growing industry was bribery and corruption. But it was also the daily structure of the team huddle he had with his team. Let me show you. Number one, walk away together. Ever since his early days in Cleveland, Rockefeller and his 4 startup partners walked to work every morning and then walked back home every evening. It was during these walks that he and his team figured out their most critical decisions for their company. He found it so incredibly valuable that even when they moved to New York City, he made sure his leadership team lived close enough to the office. Can someone say possessive? You, as a leader, are super busy and constantly scheduling meetings, so the idea of scheduling walking breaks can seem a bit crazy. Instead, keep it super simple. Think of these as incorporating impromptu chats into everyday routine breaks. The next time you step away from your desk, grab 1 or 2 key people from your team who interact a lot with your customers and your employees to join you on either your walk to grab your midday coffee or to sit with you for a bagel breakfast before the workday starts. The key to sparking great conversations is to change the context of your interactions, and movement and nourishment are great ways to do just that. Get into the habit of including your team into your routine breaks. Number 2, bounce your half-baked thoughts. The reason Rockefeller loved these walks so much was because of the serendipity of the conversations. He of course had official meetings with his directors where they gave him status updates and they resolved issues, but those were more functional. These were strategy meetings. His best strategy sessions came when he had unguarded conversations with his team. Unguarded conversations are pivotal to an effective strategy meeting. A, they help surface raw feedback from your employees and your customers you necessarily might not have heard before. B, people feel comfortable opening up. Whether it's problem solving out loud or bouncing half-baked ideas off of each other, it's the one time where you don't feel like you'll be judged or pressured for revealing your inner workings. The most creative and bold strategies happen when people feel comfortable to fail in front of each other and build off each other's ideas. Number 3, keep hanging out and then some. Rockefeller spent a lot of time with his directors. In fact, he would have lunches every day with them, mostly to make sure they were eating kale. And as stoic as he was, he knew there was real value in them spending time together in each other's company. As leaders, we do a poor job on informal gatherings. But the truth is, if you're a high-performance team, you're already working at a breakneck speed with a lot of pressure and a lot of urgency. The best ways to release that stress is to spend time together as a team in a casual setting over and over again. Not only will this diffuse the tension and help your team commiserate with each other, it'll also force them to engage in small talk. And small talk, as boring or as silly as it may seem, repeated consistently is powerful for your teams. Every potential team needs to give themselves plenty of time to get to know each other and learn to become a team together. And they can only do that by sitting next to each other, often without an agenda. There's no doubt, Rockefeller was highly controversial / super shady, but he also knew how to bring the best out of his team. And that's something we can all learn from. So rather than keep up with the office happy hour every few weeks, go instead for the team hangout hour every few days. And before you know it, you too will dominate.